What's up, guys? Give it a second, get a couple people on. It's chilly out today. For being almost mid-May, it's a little cold. Raining off and on. Give it a couple of minutes. Live chat. There we go. All live chat, all messages are visible. Looks like we got a couple people on. So what's up, everybody? Where's Chris at back here? Somewhere. There he is, coming around the corner. Well, we rented a skid steer. There he is, taking the brush. We've already cleared out 1 acre all through here, all the way around this bend over there. There he is here. We're just taking all the deadfalls out. We're not leaving them stacked around the food plot. We're taking them away from the plot. I hate when some people do that, stack it around the food plot. But we're taking them away about 100 yards or so. But back here, you got green. This is all our existing stuff here, all through here. Now we're just adding to that an additional 1.2 acres. So we're adding to it. We'll be screening this off, you know, with like Egyptian wheat and stuff like that, kind of doing little dividers here and there. But we actually rented this skid steer locally. And what's up, Jeff? We rented this skid steer locally. They actually delivered it for us, but I think it was $250 per 8 hours. So if you're under that, it's a little bit less. But right now we're, I think, 3.5 hours in, and we've already got an acre cleared, and we're just doing the finishing touches on it now. What's up, Brent? What's up, buddy? Hope you're well. And we're taking them, and there's a little section of trees here. We're taking them on the other side of that. We're getting them away from the plot because a lot of deer come out through here already, and I don't want to block that off or disrupt that, you know, movement pattern. So we're taking them away from the plot. But you know, we're just doing it ourselves. What's up, Kenneth? We cleared all through here. We actually left. We're leaving these 2 big trees here. We could push them down as well. What's up, William? But we're going to leave those. I don't really know why, but I just wanted to leave those trees there, maybe for a trail camera or just some sort of structure, you know, to the food plot. But we went around. We actually left one. There's one apple tree. Where is it? Yeah, there's one apple tree there. We left that. It's older than dirt. It's like split, but it still, you know, produces apples. But we're gonna eventually rake this out, get all these deadfalls off. Chris is back there again. He's right there. We're taking turns on it. It's raining intermittently here, but we actually have a ground blind that we set up. We kept all our stuff in there dry, and if it starts raining really hard, we just go, you know, we go in there to stay dry. But here comes Shemp. Look at him go. Wave. Look at him go. See the ball of fire. There's the apple tree. It's hard to see before, but you can see it. It's like split right there, but it still produces apples. Getting all that brush there. Actually, when we lifted, we'll have a video. We got a video coming out that we filmed this whole thing, but some drone footage and stuff like that. But when we lifted the trees out, we pushed them over, and then once I got it up in the air, I hammered the bucket a little bit to drop all that soil, got all the soil off the roots and everything, drop that back in to get as much soil off of roots and everything as we could, and then we drug them away. And then we're going to take a few of them somewhere. I think right there is our Sad Daddy blind from Joey Bruce, Sad Daddy Hunting Blinds. And we're going to take like 3 of these trees, pines. We're actually going to stack them in front of that to hide it even more. Yeah, it's tucked back in there in the woods a little bit, but we're going to put some pine trees in front of that, right in the front, to help block it even more. But this is pretty excited about all this. Turning out well. Wish it was a little warmer, wish it was a little drier, but you just got to roll with it. It's crappy weather, but should be good. The plan behind this, the plan on this is we're coming through in about 3 weeks, as long as the weather permits, and we're planting this whole thing. See over here, we already have green. We already had 2 acres of food plots. We're adding an additional acre. We're gonna take all this here, all this green, we're gonna till this back in. Over here, we're gonna disc this whole thing, like 3.2 acres, and we're gonna plant this whole field in soybeans. We're gonna fence it off for about 30 days because it's not enough soybeans to last the entire year with only the pods being there, and even then it still wouldn't last. So we're gonna disc all these beans back in probably around the end of August and use that for green manure, good nutrients for the soil, provide the deer with good nutrition throughout the summer for a few months, till it all back in, and then we're gonna come back through and plant some wheat, some oats, probably a little bit of rye, a little bit of brassicas, and maybe a little bit of clover. Inside of this 3 acres, it's going to be sectioned off with Egyptian wheat. This has all been soil tested over here. All 3 of these plots that were existing is pretty much perfect fertility levels, soil levels. We've added calcium or lime and everything to that, so those are corrected. Over here, we did a soil test for this additional acre, and it calls for 3,100 pounds of lime. So next weekend, we're coming back through and adding the lime, and then we're gonna let it sit for an additional week or 2, and then we're gonna till this all up together and plant all at one time. So big project going on here. It's been fun, but it's exciting. It's exciting to see. Any day in the woods is a great day, rain or shine. Absolutely, Ron. We just got back from a little diner. We went there to get some carry out, and the owner is actually, I think he owns a deer preserve, but he was asking us, what we were doing, and we were telling him, we rented a skid steer, we're getting all these trees out of there, planting a food plot, and he was like really excited about it because he does the same thing, and he was saying, he's like, I actually enjoy doing this type of stuff more than the actual hunt. And I told him that I agree with him because I don't know, it's just fun. Hunting is absolutely fun, either way. But I love doing this type of stuff. Just running the skid steer, planting stuff, watching wildlife, eat it, see the progression of the soil as you go each year to year. It changes. What you do to correct it, what works, what doesn't work, and there's no better learning than hands-on. Sometimes you just have to do things for yourself, and that's the way that you learn. You can watch, a million different people and different things, but the only real way to do it is to get out there and do it yourself. Anybody can drive a skid steer. It's very simple to do. Anybody can do it. So if you can find one locally, rent it, enjoy it, have fun, and just enjoy the process. What time is it? 11. It's almost my turn. We're rotating like every half hour. Neither one of us want to stop on the tractor. That's the fun part, working that tractor. All the prep work throughout the year and to watch all the wildlife enjoy your hard work is all part of the joy of hunting and the outdoors. For sure, Aaron. Absolutely. We got a Case TR310. Pretty cool machine. Clover, wheat, rye, wheat and rye, all green. Deer are loving this stuff. It's gonna mess them up a little bit, you know, with this all the work done in here, but it's the off season. Brent, oh boy, y'all having a ball, I'm sure. Katrina, yes, we are. We are. Brent, it was $250 a day. Well, per 8 hours. So if you use it less than 8 hours, then it's less than $250. I did 2 days, but it goes by hours. So be 16 hours, and I don't think we're gonna have 16 hours on it. So, but we're doing some other things too. We're fixing a road coming in to the property, and then we're digging a little, clearing out the creek that comes through. We're digging that out a little bit to pull up some water for to spray antler grow. To have a little pond type thing there set up so we can siphon water out, because we have no water on the property. So no running water, like a faucet. So we got to use creek water. But yeah, that's the plan. So I think we're gonna have about 8 hours total on it. So they delivered it. The guy was like 30, I think he said it was 35 minutes away. And actually on our way here, we ended up being behind him pretty much the whole way here. So nice guy. He delivered it and gave us a rundown. And it's only like 2 months old. So, or the skid steer is like 2 months old. But young kid that started it like 2 months old, or 2 months ago, 3 months ago. We saw one of his flyers in a restaurant a few months back, so I called him. And I called him back then, set it up. I told him I'd call him in May. Called him about 2 weeks ago, set it up, and he showed up here early. He was supposed to be here at 8, and got here at 7:30. So these pines through here that we ripped out, they were like scattered. They're really small, and all we did was clear back to like the woods line. So it's like the entire woods line that goes through. The ones that were in here were just like scattered, and they were small, so we just cleared back to that. And then actually right here, it kind of dips down a little bit. So working good. But you see, we got like stuff like this here. Oh, like this. Branches and stuff we got to get off. You'll just take the bucket and either back drag it or something like that. And there's a few, holes, where the root ball was and everything. Like I said, we tried to bump it to get all the soil off. Fill those holes back in. You ain't get off the poor chair. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say another hour. We'll be done this plot will be done. It'll be drug off, and it's ready for some line. The pH was a 5.5 on this new plow. It's a 5.5. Very poor nutrients and everything like that, which is expected. So we got 3,150 pounds of lime that it calls for. So we're gonna put that on in the next week, and then fertilizer wise, we obviously got to fertilize this whole thing. I think we're putting triple 19 on, I believe, for everything. So I can't remember poundage wise, but we're going by the soil sample. Can't remember. Some mud hole. Got rubber boots on. Hanging out. Just drizzling. So yeah. We left a few trees along here, the sides that we can put a couple stands in, and we walk down this way here. We left this little patch of woods here, and we can sneak around the back side and then come up through here to get into a stand if we want to hunt here. But like I said, this whole field is going to be sectioned and divided off with Egyptian wheat screening all through here to kind of make the plots look smaller, helps the deer feel a little bit more safe. But that's pretty much it. We got apple trees over here. That right, I think, no, that's the oak. Somewhere right here is apple. Oh, that's an apple tree right there. The one oak on the whole property. The one oak. That's all we got, and it hasn't produced oaks in 3 years, I believe. So hopefully this year it produces. We turkey hunted yesterday morning, or I did. Didn't see anything, but the previous weekend we both doubled up. Has a front field. Front field looks good. Front field we mowed about, I guess it was 4 or 5 weeks ago, and we overseeded it with some clover. It's looking good. Clover's up, about that far, coming through. We mowed and sprayed it. Upper field is through there. It goes uphill, way uphill, and the front field's up that way. So that's looking good. A lot of rain, getting a lot of rain. Just needed to heat up some. Can't plant without good heat. So we got all this here. This is all winter wheat coming back up. Some clovers. I'll show you up close here. It's all clovers and wheat and stuff like that coming back. If you plant 1 acre, how much seed do you put down of each rye, wheat, oats, clover? Typically, I think on this spot here, I didn't see the name who asked that, but typically on an acre, I think we put down about 150 pounds total, of 50 pounds of each. And then we came back through like 30 days later and we broadcasted another 50 pounds of winter wheat. Pretty sure that's what we did on this plot, but yeah, usually about 50 pounds or so, which it filled in nice. But we also put very little. We put very little poundage, per this field of clover. So the deer have been in here, like, I mean, you can't chase them out. I mean, they're in here all the time feeding on this. This is we're going into the 3rd year for these plots. Started out at a 5.2 pH on both of these plots here. There's another plot back here. Way over there's another plot. Well, we started at a 5.2 2.5 years ago. Now we're at 6.8, 6.7. Fertility levels are great. Calcium and micronutrients levels are good now. So now it's pretty much, we got these where we want them. So now this part is pretty much just maintaining what we have with a little bit of lime each year, a couple bags at planting or just throughout the year. This side will be the new work in progress with pH and trying to get that side good. But it won't take long. It'll take about a year and a half. It'll be adequate to where we want it at. And then over there, we have a little, you see, we got wheat over there. It's just a little 1/4 acre plot there. And we can come down the road, and there's a set of pines that we can sneak right into the backside of a ground blind. And then there's a sad daddy blind. Like I said, we're gonna put some cedars in front of, or pines in front of that. to kind of hide that a little bit better. When everything blooms and blossoms and everything, it's pretty hidden, but then in the fall, it kind of stands out a little bit. Had the same thing done. Also, a guy, fortunately, mulcher came in easier, quicker, and cheaper to pay to have it done. Yeah, so set that up there. We got a pear tree right there. It's a pear tree blooming. You see that coming in. Like I said, we got the apple trees right there. They're all blooming. That's pretty much it, guys. He's almost done. I think he's pulling the last tree off now. Yeah, he's pulling the last tree. Where's he going with that? Uh-oh. Gotta yell at him. I don't want it over there. Alright. Just want to share this video with you guys. I haven't done a live in a while. But I'm hop off. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend. If you're turkey hunting, good luck. Be safe. Too many people getting hurt turkey hunting this season. Kids and all that stuff are getting shot. It's kind of weird. But good luck. See you guys.